the course of a person's life. It is the understanding that one has been chosen for a greater purpose, a mission that extends beyond personal desires and ambitions. This calling is not random or accidental. It is a deliberate invitation from a higher power, urging the individual to step into a destiny that has been waiting for them since the beginning of time. Recognizing and embracing this calling requires faith, courage, and a willingness to walk a path that may not always be easy, but is ultimately rewarding. Many people go through life searching for meaning, trying to understand their purpose in this world. They may chase success, relationships, or material possessions, hoping these things will bring them fulfillment. However, true fulfillment comes from living in alignment with one's divine calling. When you step into your calling, you experience a sense of purpose and direction that no earthly achievement can provide. It is a feeling of being exactly where you are meant to be, doing what you were created to do. The journey to discovering your divine calling often begins with a whisper, a feeling deep inside that there is something more for you. It might come as a restless longing, a deep desire to make a difference, or an unshakable conviction that you are meant for something greater. This inner voice is not to be ignored. It is the divine nudging you toward your destiny. Some people recognize this calling early in life, while others take years to fully understand it. Regardless of when or how it comes, it is always there, waiting for you to respond. One of the most important aspects of embracing a divine calling is faith. Answering a calling often means stepping into the unknown, walking a path without seeing the full picture. It requires trust in God's plan, even when circumstances seem uncertain or challenging. Many great leaders, prophets, and visionaries throughout history had to walk by faith, believing in their calling even when others doubted them. Faith is the foundation that allows you to keep moving forward, even when fear tries to hold you back. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles to answering a divine calling. Many people hesitate because they feel unworthy, unqualified, or afraid of failure. They compare themselves to others and believe they do not have what it takes to fulfill their mission. But throughout history, God has chosen ordinary people to accomplish extraordinary things. He does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Your strengths, weaknesses, and past mistakes do not disqualify you from your calling. In fact, they may be the very things that prepare you for it. Another challenge in embracing a divine calling is the resistance from the world. Not everyone will understand or support your journey. Some may doubt you, criticize you, or try to pull you back into a life of comfort and mediocrity. But those who are truly called must learn to stand firm in their convictions. The approval of people is temporary, but the fulfillment of a divine purpose is eternal. When you commit to walking in your calling, you must be willing to let go of anything that holds you back, including relationships, habits, and mindsets that no longer align with where you are going. One of the most beautiful aspects of answering a divine calling is the transformation that takes place within. As you step into your purpose, you begin to see life differently. You develop a deeper sense of gratitude, resilience, and peace. You no longer feel lost or directionless because you know that every step you take is leading you towards something greater. You find joy not just in achieving goals, but in the journey itself. Even challenges become opportunities for growth and learning. A divine calling is not about personal success or recognition. It is about serving a higher purpose. It is about using your gifts, talents, and experiences to impact the lives of others. Every calling is unique. Some are called to lead, some to teach, some to heal, and some to inspire. But no matter what form it takes, a true calling always involves making a difference in the world. It is never just about personal gain. It is about contributing to something bigger than yourself. The world needs people who are willing to answer their divine calling. Too many people live their lives without ever stepping into their purpose, letting fear and doubt keep them from fulfilling their destiny. But those who embrace their calling become beacons of light, guiding others and inspiring change. When you walk in your calling, you not only transform your own life, but you also impact the lives of those around you. The time is now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when circumstances are perfect. Right now. Every moment you hesitate, every second you delay, is a lost opportunity to move closer to the life you are meant to live. The greatest mistake people make is believing they have more time. They think they can wait for the perfect moment, for motivation to strike, for everything to align just right before they take action. But the truth is, time waits for no one. It moves forward, whether you use it wisely or waste it. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is not luck or talent. It is action, and action must be taken now. Too often, people get caught in the trap of someday. They say, someday I'll start that business, someday I'll get in shape, or someday I'll take my dreams seriously. But someday is not a real day on the calendar. It is an illusion, a comfortable excuse that keeps people stuck in the same place year after year. The only time that truly exists is this moment. The past is gone, and the future is not guaranteed. If you do not act now, you may never get another chance. The biggest regrets in life do not come from the things people tried and failed at, but from the things they never had the courage to start. Fear is one of the biggest reasons people hesitate to take action. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping outside of their comfort zones. But fear is just an illusion. It only has power if you let it. The truth is, the only way to overcome fear is to face it head on. Action dissolves fear. The moment you start moving forward, fear loses its grip on you. Waiting does not make fear disappear. It only allows it to grow stronger. The only way to break free is to act now, despite the fear, and prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Another major obstacle that holds people back is waiting for the perfect conditions. They believe they need more money, more knowledge, more experience, or a better opportunity before they can begin. But the reality is, there is no perfect time. If you wait until everything is just right, you will be waiting forever. Every successful person you admire started before they were ready. They took imperfect action and learned along the way. Growth does not happen in waiting. It happens in doing. The best way to prepare for your future is to start now with what you have. Success is built through daily choices, not one-time decisions. Every day you have a choice. Take action or make excuses. Every moment you delay, someone else is taking action and moving ahead. Time is the one thing you can never get back. Money can be earned again. Opportunities can come around again. But time, once lost, is gone forever. This is why urgency is so important. You do not have unlimited time to waste. Every second that passes is a second you can never recover. If you truly want something, you must start working toward it today. Procrastination is the silent killer of dreams. It tricks you into believing you are in control, when, in reality, it is controlling you. It whispers, you can do it later, but later never comes. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years, and before you know it, you are looking back at a life filled with missed opportunities. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who never feel like procrastinating. They are the ones who push through it and take action anyway. Discipline is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who only dream about them. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is to stop thinking of time as something you have and start seeing it as something you use. Time is not an unlimited resource. Every day you are given 24 hours, and how you use them determines your future. Some people use their time wisely, making progress every day, while others waste it on distractions, waiting for a better moment. The truth is, you do not need more time. You need to be more intentional with the time you already have. If you focus on what truly matters and eliminate distractions, you will accomplish more in a few months than most people do in years. Today, another important truth to understand is that setbacks and failures are part of the journey. Many people delay action because they are afraid of making mistakes, but mistakes are not failures. They are lessons. Every successful person has failed more times than they can count. The difference is, they did not let failure stop them. They learned from it, adjusted their approach, and kept moving forward. The only true failure is never starting. The sooner you take action, the sooner you learn, grow, and improve. At the end of your life, you will not regret the risks you took, the dreams you pursued, or the efforts you made. You will regret the chances you did not take, the opportunities you let slip away, and the time you wasted. Right now, in this moment, you have the power to change your future. Everything you want is on the other side of action. The time is now. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Do not hesitate. Step forward and take control of your destiny today. Spiritual authority is a profound and often misunderstood concept. It is not about dominance, control, or worldly power. It is about understanding and walking in the divine authority given by God. It is about recognizing that you have been chosen, equipped, and empowered to make a difference in this world. Many people go through life feeling powerless, trapped by circumstances, fear, and limitations. They pray for change, but they do not step into the authority that has already been given to them. True spiritual authority comes from alignment with God, faith in His promises, and the boldness to act in obedience to His will. One of the greatest tragedies is that so many believers live far beneath their spiritual potential. They struggle with doubt, insecurity, and a sense of unworthiness. They see obstacles as barriers instead of opportunities to exercise their authority. The enemy works hard to keep people in a state of weakness, making them believe they are helpless against the trials of life. The issue is not whether you have authority, it is whether you recognize and use it. Spiritual authority is rooted in identity, but God never called anyone without giving them the power to fulfill their calling. Throughout Scripture, God used imperfect, unlikely people to accomplish extraordinary things, not because of their own strength, but because of His power working through them. When you truly understand that you are a child of God, called for a purpose, and backed by divine power, everything changes. You stop living in fear. You stop second-guessing yourself. You step forward with confidence, knowing that you are not alone. One of the biggest enemies of spiritual authority is fear. Fear keeps people from stepping into their purpose. It whispers lies. You are not ready. You are not strong enough. You are not qualified. But fear is not from God. The Bible repeatedly tells us to fear not, because fear paralyzes and weakens. The enemy wants to keep people in fear because he knows that a believer who fully embraces their authority is dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. The moment you decide to reject fear and walk in faith, you take back the power that was always yours. Another key aspect of spiritual authority is understanding the power of words. Many people do not realize that their words carry authority. Authority. What you speak has the power to shape your reality. If you constantly speak doubt, negativity, and defeat, you will live in defeat. But when you declare God's promises, when you speak life over your situation, when you align your words with faith, you activate spiritual authority. Jesus Himself demonstrated this principle when He spoke to storms, sickness, and demons, commanding them with authority. He did not beg, plead, or doubt. He spoke with certainty, knowing that His words carried power. As His followers, we have been given that same authority. Walking in spiritual authority also requires obedience. Authority is not about doing whatever you want. It is about being in alignment with God's will. Many people want power without obedience, but true authority comes from submission to God. When you obey His voice, when you walk in His ways, you position yourself to operate in His power. Disobedience weakens authority because it disconnects you from the source. But when you live a life surrendered to God, fully committed to His purpose, you will see His power move in ways you never imagined. Faith is another essential ingredient of spiritual authority. You cannot walk in authority without faith. Many people pray, but do not believe. They ask God for breakthroughs, but continue to live in doubt. Authority requires boldness, the willingness to step out in faith, even when things do not make sense. The Bible says that faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. That means your authority is not limited by your circumstances. It is limited by your faith. When you truly believe that God is with you, that His power is working through you, that nothing is impossible, you will begin to see miracles unfold. Another important aspect of spiritual authority is persistence. Many people give up too quickly. They pray once, and if nothing happens immediately, they stop believing. But authority is not just about one-time actions. It is about consistency. It is about standing firm, even when things seem impossible. It is about refusing to be moved by what you see, and instead standing on what you know to be true. The enemy wants to wear you down, to make you doubt, to convince you that your prayers are not working. But authority means standing your ground, declaring God's promises, and refusing to back down until you see the breakthrough. Spiritual authority is also demonstrated in how you impact others. It is not just about personal victories. It is about influencing the world around you. When you walk in authority, you become a light in the darkness. You bring hope where there is despair. You speak life where there is death. You shift atmospheres with your presence because you carry the presence of God within you. Authority is not selfish. It is meant to be used for the good of others. It is about interceding for those who cannot fight for themselves, standing in the gap, and being a vessel of God's power on earth. Many people look at their situation and feel powerless. They see obstacles, challenges, and struggles and think they have no control. But the truth is, you are never powerless. No matter what you face, you have the authority to change things. You have the authority to pray, to speak life, to rebuke negativity, to declare victory. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You have been given power over them. The question is, will you use it? At the end of the day, walking in spiritual authority is a choice. It is not reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone who chooses to believe, obey, and act. The power of God is already within you, but it is up to you to activate it. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let doubt rob you of what is rightfully yours. Step into your authority, walk in confidence, and watch how your life begins to change. You have been called, you have been chosen, and you have been empowered. The only thing left to do is rise up and walk in it.